You mentioned you had $100 million portfolio already. So can you tell us like a little bit about that trajectory? What was the first property that kicked off the portfolio? And then maybe just like, how did that progression look?
Yeah, so in 2004, 2005, something like that, we got approached by some friends that we knew that said, hey, we have an opportunity. We need an equity partner to go into condo conversions. And we were, like I said, we were dying to get into real estate. We had done a couple of fix and flips, little single family homes, but nothing major. And in that time, we had enough savings that we said, yeah, we could go in, and being that we had our business, that we had all the banks on our side and we were able to get debt very easily. We're like, yeah, we'll come in. We're dying to get into real estate. We really know zero about condo conversion, but we're willing to go in partnership with you guys. Well, we did that, and we bought over $81 million, I believe, in the portfolio of condo conversions. We had bought apartment buildings, taken out all the tenants, and then we were deeding each door to sell them as condos. And back then, I'm not sure if you guys were in the market, but that was like the hottest thing in real estate to do. Well, what happened was, during the time that we started converting all these units into condos, the financial crisis came around and kind of almost made us go into bankruptcy, because nobody wanted to buy. We didn't have any cash flow on these buildings because we had evacuated everyone out because we were doing condo conversions. And we were like, what do we do now? We had our business that was still doing really well, thank God. But we had put our business as a guarantor to all this debt. We had our personal guarantee. And we were like, what do we do now? Like, we can't lose everything that we have just saved for and worked so hard to lose it in one day because of this whole crisis. So in that moment, we, for some reason, clicked in and said, okay, we're going to get tenants back into these properties, and we need to rent and get some cash flow to at least help us out. My husband went back into our business. He never left it, but went into the business and really focused on growing that business to continue giving us more cash flow so we could afford the debt that we got into with all the condo conversion. So in that time, I went into the management side alongside our other partners, and we started learning what multifamily rental income properties were all about. And we're like, oh my God, what are we doing? This is where we need to focus, and is buying rental properties, not buying condo conversions. So in that time, we waited from 2008 all the way to 2011. We had to work our way out of the problems that we were in with those condo conversions. We sold them all as apartment buildings. We actually kept 2 that were cash flowing, and we sold all the other ones. We would come to the table with money. Instead of getting money, we were coming to the table with money. Got rid of all the bad ones, and we stayed with the ones that were making us some cash flow. Very little, because we had bought with the wrong money. We bought it too high back then, so it wasn't really cash flowing, but it was giving us enough that we understood what cash flow was all about. So in 2011, I went in, myself and my husband decided that we were going to go into real estate heavily on rental properties. And my daughter had dropped out of college because she wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I said, come along. Me and her went, and we started buying up all these foreclosures, small little townhouses. We bought 16 homes. And we said, what are we doing? Every time a tenant will leave, we kind of like stayed with no rent. So we said, we have these other multifamilies. Why don't we just go straight to multifamily? And we started in 2013 only buying, like 5 doors up. Then we got a portfolio from 2011 to 2017. We were able to acquire, probably about, I don't know, that's when we had about 300 and something doors. We sold that portfolio because, again, it was really value add, very heavy value adds. And we had already converted all of them. They didn't need no work. We had already done all the CapEx. And we sold that portfolio and was able to make $18 million profit on that portfolio. So from there, we went on to only buying 100 plus apartment buildings. And started then, we used to manage all of our properties. We had a management company in-house. And in 2019, when we sold the when we sold the business, we decided that we were going to give up management also, turn it over to a third-party management, and now do asset management to the management company and really scale the business to the next level, which is where we're at today. And we're nowhere near done buying or acquiring apartment buildings. We'll keep on doing that for a long time. So that's how that portfolio started and where we're at today with the business.